everyone, it's Sammy from Scrapmaster's Paradise, and today is week number 19 of Project Life. I'm going to have a two-page spread for this week, and I do use Collect app photos, which are the little square ones with the writing underneath it, and I also am using the Little Moments app. I have tutorials for both of those. They're linked down below, and I will also have a supply list down below as well, so you can check that out. And I do have a Project Life 2017 playlist for you guys, also linked down below for you guys. So to get started, I'm just going to arrange my photos. I do have a couple of house-related photos again this week. I ended up creating a 4-photo collage for the house photos using PicFrame, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned PicFrame and show how to use it in that same Collect app photo tutorial. While I was arranging my photos, I decided to arrange the house-related photos down the center of the page and then put the rest of the photos kind of around that. I thought it created some good balance. When I was happy with how the photos were arranged, I went ahead and looked through journaling cards. I had a 4x6 spot at the top, and I'm using a Project Life brand journaling card for this. It's an older one from many years back. I just have a big stack of cards that I kept from different older collections that I wanted to use someday, so it's just in that stack of cards. And I'm also pulling out some of my, at this point is July Freckled Fawn stuff. I have since gotten the August stuff. I just attached down that little rubber banner and then wrote the date next to it using a slick writer. I thought that this big chipboard sun might work in this spot, and I wasn't quite sure. It was one of those things where I set it there, I wanted to think about it, so I didn't attach it down yet, and I ended up going and changing this out in a little bit. Sometimes it's just good to set things down and arrange them and think about them, and you can always change them. I also end up liking this little cuteness rubber banner that's also from the July kit, so I go ahead and add ATG to the back of this and attach it down. Next, I end up pulling off a little piece of the phrase washi tape that came with the July kit. It just says cuteness, and it hung over the edge just a tiny bit, so I just trimmed off the overhanging little piece. Next, I sprinkle on some of the little glitter hearts. I think the hearts out of here are my favorite of the shapes. Next, I decide to fill in the journaling card spots. So this is just the stack that I have on my desk in my little organizer thing. It's Elle Studio, Freckled Fawn. There's some Cocoa Daisy mixed in here, as well as some just older things. I also end up looking through my newest Elle Studio kit. It may have just been the July kit at this point, or it might have been the past couple of kits. I'm not sure where I grabbed from. To go along with picking up these new stuffed animals, I wanted to use the love at first sight phrase from the washi tape, but it was extra long, so I went ahead and kind of staggered it and arranged it together on the journaling card right next to that photo. So we always get the Kohl's Cares books and sometimes the stuffed animals, but she really liked the stuffed animals for the little golden books that were released back in May. So she just loves going to Kohl's because she knows she's going to get books every time we go. It's really cute how she sits in the little cart thing because it looks like a little car, and she puts the little animals around her. For the card next to the photo where Olivia is taking the olives off of the counter, I decide to just keep it really simple. I spell out yum, and then I add a couple of the little glitter arrows to the card. And next I went to fill in the other card near the bottom, and it had just a blank space. I didn't really need to do any journaling, so I decided to use this big, what is actually a planner sticker. It's supposed to fit in one of the little planner boxes, but I think it worked really nicely, just placed on the journaling card. I went ahead and got all of my journaling cards and photos attached down to my 12x12 cardstock, and then I decided to use a couple more of the little glitter shapes. I just really like these, so I sprinkled them throughout my layout. And I decided I still wanted something to go on that Splash Daddy picture up at the top, so I end up grabbing one of the little paper clips and ripping off just the wood veneer part and just using that part. And after I got that piece attached, I called this layout done, so I'll show them to you guys in a minute. Olivia is supposed to be having quiet time, but she's currently in her room screaming. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. I've got to go get her.